Hi Capricorns. Excuse me. Welcome to your full moon reading on January 17th. I think it's 6:38 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check that out. How are you doing? How's the new year treating you so far? You having a good birthday? Happy birthday. I'm just cleansing your space here. Welcome to my channel. This is CJ. This is going to be a general reading for Capricorns for their full moon energies in Cancer. Just going to use a little love oil that I make. I'll tell you all about that another time. You're the first reading that I'm doing, so I'm in my ritual. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to pull the Moonology cards and find out what they have for you during this full moon, which is a cold moon. It's also the wolf moon in Native American namings. Cold moon, obviously, it's January, but if you're in the southern hemisphere, it will have different meanings, but this is based on the tribe names here in North America. So, and I am in my warmest sweater possible. It's like 19 degrees where I am, so I apologize if I sound a little nasally. Yeah, before I get started, I want to say this new moon in Cancer, full moon in Cancer is definitely one that you're going to want to release, nurture yourself. It is coming from a place of love and emotion. It also is coming during the time of Venus retrograde, and Mercury will have been retrograde by the time this moon shows up. So, with that being said, you're going to want to be very cautious about your emotions and reactions. Venus retrograde sometimes brings back people from the past, but in this moon, it's gentle. It's nurturing. It is releasing and receiving, but making sure you're receiving from an aware space, not from a space of hurt or wanting. That's kind of weird that came through, but with Venus retrograde, that can sometimes have us revisiting things we're not supposed to revisit. Look, you guys, you came out right away. And as I say that, a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, here we go, Caps. Hold your vision, and it's time to release negativity. Yeah, full moon in Scorpio. So this is your new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins for you. Now, you can look for the new moon in Libra. Also, this is just the generic, general energies that you're working with right now. If you're looking for love in any way, shape, or form, your person, hold your vision, fixed moon. If you started something with the new year, intentions or goals, or something with the new moon, keep going, keep working on that. That's the messages from the Moonology. And time to release negativity. So, again, with those retrogrades that are here and in the shadow period when I'm doing this, and will be Mercury retrograde on January 14th. So you're going to, at this time with Cancer and this is a sister sign with Scorpio, in those water elements, feeling those emotions, we're going to want to have great gratitude and release what no longer serves us. So there's a little ritual that I like to do when the moons are in Cancer. It's the reason why I have my rose quartz here. I used a little bit of this love oil, essential oil that I create, is that if you do full moon rituals or meditations and you do a ceremony in the sense that you have a journal and you release things, this is the time of completion and releasing. The full moon is, my goodness, apologize, 6 months ago in the new moon in Cancer. When you set those intentions, those should be coming to fruition in this time frame with the full moon in Cancer. So you may want to think back on what you did in that new moon Cancer. If you keep a journal, what your intentions might have been for this summer, if you can remember. Again, this is northern hemisphere. It would be reversed in the southern hemisphere. think about what it is that you started in that new moon. Should be coming to or about to come to fulfillment here in this full moon. That's what this is, an ending, a fulfillment, a releasing. Now you're in Cancer, so it's a water sign, emotional sign, feeling sign. So you, full moon meditations, whatever that may be, you can look them up online, or when you just sit and think about what you've achieved, what has occurred, and then what you want to release. I usually like to take a bath, a ritual bath, with the Cancer energies. I will do roses. I will throw rose petals in, some crystals like rose quartz, clear quartz, things that are bringing gentle, loving energies to me, maybe amethyst. I throw some lavender in there. I'm trying to think of this time of year. Then I might have a cup of tea to center myself. I will get smoke wash and create a little bundle, or burn some incense that I have created, which will have lavender, rosemary, rosemary cleanse and releases. I might use some white sage, but if I have rosemary in there, rose petals and lavender primarily, and maybe some juniper wrapped up in there. And then I smoke wash and release anything that's not going to serve me, right? And then I would start writing. So that's my full moon routine, and it might vary depending upon the season, the moon, the emotions, or whatever. So it's a suggestion. You might want to look into that for yourself. Okay. Let's see what our anchoring moon was here. You're very close to achieving your goal. Well, is there any Capricorn that isn't? Honestly, love that. All right, so we're then going to pull the Art of Manifestation cards to get further information on this. A new romantic cycle begins. This is, you are going into the month of love, as we call it. I don't like the commercialization of this, but you know, it is a time where people are more focused on it. You know, it is coupling season in the winter. Everybody wants to be, you know, boo loving, snuggled up, and all that. So with Venus retrograde, just be cautious. Be cautious. That's all I can say to my caps. All right, let's pull the Art of Manifestation. As you know, this is the Moonology deck. Now we're going to pull some further explanation of the energies from the Art of Manifestation deck, which is from Jenny Florence. Okay. Walk away. Allow yourself to receive. I feel like this is here. Authenticity. Persevere. Hold your vision. Yeah, okay. Wow. Since these just popped out, I'm going to put this energy where I feel it goes. Intention. Now, while it's not a new moon, it is a full moon. You can set the intention to release. So I'm going to read all these cards for you, and we're going to work with what these energies are. Allow yourself to receive. Number one, a reboot, a restart. One of the greatest blocks is our ability to manifest our greatest desires. Wait, let me read this again. Sorry about that, guys. One of the greatest blocks in our ability to manifest our greatest desires is an inability to allow ourselves to receive. The card asks that you take some time to identify any inner beliefs, perceptions, and attitudes that stop you from receiving, and one by one, remove these resistances. So this is an absolutely beautiful intention for the full moon, is to release that inability to receive. Because if we don't receive as gracefully as we give, then we block our blessings. Yeah. Now, with the new romantic cycle, so you have, are you blocking a love offer of love in any way, shape, or form. And in the romantic cycle, obviously, with Libra being all about that love and beauty and all things romantic. Okay? If you're blocking someone's offer of love or an offer of love, if love isn't something you're interested in, or if you're already in a relationship, perhaps there is something you can do to renew, bring more intimacy into that. If it's friendship, we love our friends and we love even our pets and what have you, because not everybody is in a want, has an intention of love. So this can be love of the universe, community, nature, pets, whatever you want it to be. But in this case, there are people who want to love you. Pets that want to come in that love you. Family members, friends, a new job perhaps, something you're going to love just as much, because with the full moon, this isn't a personal reading. Again, this is general, and this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But if this doesn't resonate, you can check out the other signs in your chart to see, or look at all of them and kind of put together what would feel like a personal reading. So, we're taking this from the general point of view. Don't be so wrapped up in the goals that the Capricorn is known for, in that boss energy, creating, achieving, working, discipline, that you forget to receive the beauty in life, the beauty, the love, the joy, the friendship. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in it, we forget to be grateful for all those people and friends and family that are in our lives that want to show us some love in whatever way, form that is. And that's something I just wanted to point out. When I do these oils and waters and things of that sort, when I set those intentions, I don't always set the oil intention as being a twin flame love. It's a universal love, so it can attract and be part of all things, because love is the highest vibration you can possibly have. So I don't want to pass up any blessing for anyone in that love. This morning, I'll give you an example. This morning, I went out to feed the birds. It's freezing cold. The ground is frozen. There are no, worms or seeds or anything. They pretty much picked everything clean around me and my bushes. So I throw some seed out every morning. And the birds have gotten to the point that they know me. And so they're not afraid of me. So they walk, they fly away a little bit. They allow me to throw some seed down around the bottom of this tree. Excuse me. Hopefully that clears my throat. And in their own way, there's one little gosh, the name will come to me. The kind of bird it is, a tiny little thing. While everybody else is eating, and I threw the seeds, and they come down out of the tree to start picking at the seeds, the one little one just turned at the door and looked at me. And so, I received that love, that thankfulness, that gratitude that came from a starling, I think. No, I think it's this little sparrow. I'll think of it, sorry. But he turned and looked at me while everybody else was eating, and I acknowledged him, and then I just, went back inside. But that was a great moment of love. So I allowed myself to receive that gratitude from throwing some seeds out for those birds that are housing in that magnolia tree over the winter. Okay, hold your vision. Fixed moon. Let's get the definition of this for you, because you're also being told to persevere. And this is hold your vision, and this is persevere, 42. Who would have thought that a humble acorn could grow into a mighty oak tree? But of course this takes time. Whatever you're involved in, this card brings a message of reassurance. Your hard work and continued effort and dedication will come to fruition. You are asked to persevere and trust. Hold that vision. Keep going. If there is a sign that's about going and not giving up, that would be you. Our beautiful Capricorns. Fixed moon, hold your vision. Okay. Attuned to the moon. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal professional relationship will be enduring, right? So there's two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to a situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that the events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great. Because if you really want to change things, there's a solution. Stop digging in your heels. Be the one to break the deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. So, there you go. The fixed signs can be, fairly stubborn. So we are not dealing that with Cancer or your sign. But if you're dealing with someone who might be a fixed moon, so to speak, but in this case, with the hold your vision, I'm going to take the interpretation that this is meant for you. Whatever you may have started at the beginning of the new year or that you have been working on, persevere. Don't give up. Even if you've had some hiccups. Going into Mercury retrograde, you might end up with some situations that are going to tell you, whoa, stop. Communications go awry. I mean, if you're familiar and you know with Mercury retrograde, emails can go missing, calls get missed, people misconstrue what you say. You shouldn't buy any major appliances during that time. If you have to do anything, you double, triple, and quadruple check contracts, letters, emails before you hit send. Don't do reply all when it's meant for someone else. It's like little things like that just occur, and it's really meant for you to go back over. Mercury is the communication planet, Gemini's planet. It's conversations, things that come to light. It could be in your dreams and a variety of different things. You could be revisiting things from the past, going over things to make sure that everything that you want has been thoroughly vetted, right, is what I'm going to say. So in this case, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. This is what the full moon is about. It's in Cancer, its sister sign. But you're doing this with authenticity, right? You know what you need to release. You know what needs to be said. You know what you need to do to hold your vision and move forward and release anyone from you that might be blocking you. In this case, hold your head up high, walk tall, and be your authentic self. The card asks you to shed the mask that you believed you were required to wear. Walk to the beat of your own drum and do not be afraid to shine. In doing so, you give others permission to do the same. And this alternate message with persevere. If it's you being stubborn or someone else being stubborn, who's going to take the high road and move forward if you are dealing in another party situation. Time to release negativity, walk away. So you ended up with two messages here. And walk away from the situation. When we face a challenging or unhealthy situation, it can be hard to let go and move on. Sometimes we stay in the hope that someone else will change. Or perhaps we are so fearful of the unknown that we remain in the safety of a known and yet toxic situation. This card salutes your entitlement to leave. Yeah. Wow, 3 different energies there. And I want to go back to the new romantic cycle and this toxic relationship. If you've been debating, you're holding a vision. Maybe it's time to leave something that is no longer good for you in whatever way, shape, or form that might be. And you want to start a new cycle. This is on the full moon, the time to release this. Right. release something that isn't serving you, whether that be love, job, habits, people, energies. And your very first cards out are allow yourself to receive and allow that new cycle to begin. And as I said, romantic cycle might be very twin flame, soulmate based, but it can be anything. And the anchor cards for both of these are you're very close to achieving your goal and your intention. So you just keep those intentions going, what you had originally thought. Your intention is a focused thought. Prayer is a focused thought. Worry is also a focused thought. Notice the predominant thoughts that you hold in your mind, because these are actually sending a request into the universe. If necessary, consciously make the adjustments to your thinking patterns. Now, for me, I'm often, fire sign, my mind's going, I'm always thinking creative ideas or whatever it might be. I've struggled with the true sense of meditation, sitting and being still. I have definitely improved upon it, but I also realized that meditation for me is a walk in nature. It's just a pause moment. It is cooking, dancing, a ritual bath, lighting a candle. Your thoughts are focused. It's a moment of meditation. Queen of Water. There we are with the cups and that love energy. The scribe, writing, record keeper. Those intentions, releasing, writing down what you might need to release, holding your vision. Those Six of Swords here. That beautiful card. Now, this is the Dreams of Gaia. This is going to be different than regular tarot. So I will pull out and read those messages for you. Faith. Faith. What a beautiful card. Have faith in yourself, in this walking away, in this releasing. This is so beautiful. Oh. Capricorn. All right, let's see. Your cards really just fell out. Father. Bottom of the deck. So you might be dealing with male energies. I just want to be sure. I could have sworn. I mean, they flipped so quickly. And my hands are a little stiff from being cold, but it's very specific. Father energies, leadership, thinking about what male energies would be to you. It can very specifically be a father, somebody you'd go seek advice from. But it's also a very earthy, I don't know, when I think of this, I think of the Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo signs. Beautiful, right? Okay. Queen of Water, first out with that Cancer, love, nurturing, abundance of emotion, but positive emotions. We're not, it's not working in a space of, let me see, where did I put my book? Oh, here we go. Literally right where I left it. Okay. All right. I'm going to go a little long for you guys because I just started the readings and I'm a little between my throat and everything else. It's a challenge today that we're going through this. Loving, compassionate, empathetic, sensitive, vulnerable, romantic, intuitive, emotionally honest. Trust in your feelings and senses. So, in this case, the Queen of Water is really true to her definition in the regular tarot. In the Dreams of Gaia by Raven Fallon, I believe. Yeah. There's 12 cards per suite, such as the Scribe. There's also these additional life cards like Faith and what have you. So we're going to go through and I will give you just a quick little blurb so you can put all this together. So with the Scribe, I know that's a record keeper. That could also be like, our intentions, hold your vision. This is, the cards are all speaking within the same messages. Record keeper, information, knowledge, tradition, history, personal history, preservation. So in persevering, holding your vision. If you're seeking information, you might want to seek someone that might be a father kind of image, male energy for you. And also the Scribe could be that person because it's an unbiased source. If you're looking for advice, right? You want to document your life journey. This could be things that you're doing as far as your intentions, your goals, business plans, life goals that you have for yourself. And this is your energy, what you're into, what the full moon is bringing around here. It's putting you in this space. What you've started, it's asking you to write things down. Now, again, with Mercury coming up, it might be a good idea to back those things up that you have, if anything is online, so you don't lose them. Record keeping, if you're doing your end of the year stuff for wrapping up finances or for your taxes, make sure you keep that written. It could have so many messages, but it is definitely in your persevere and hold your vision and the writing of things, keeping those records, or advice from someone who would be like a business advisor, financial advisor, that fatherly kind of advisor that you go for life, just life in general. You want to bounce ideas off of someone, a mentor. I apologize, guys. I'm like really in a in a weird space here. Okay, so our beautiful Six of Swords, right? This is solution, comparisons, compromise, open-mindedness, mindfulness, illumination, epiphany, and personal power. A time of research and investigation. Look at and compare a range of options. Weigh the pros and cons. Okay. This comes with your time to release. Weighing the pros and cons. You must be your authentic self at all times. You know it's time to release. You know it's time to walk away. But being a very grounded earth energy, you will do what we call the Ben Franklin. You write the pros and cons down on a list, and when the pros and or cons outweigh it, then you've made your decision. If you're having trouble making a decision, it's like an applied thing. But if you look in the center here, her heart is literally in the center, and the chakras are lined up, and she is aligned to Source, God, Spirit, the universe, however you wish to refer to that. So this is really being in alignment and knowing that when you make that choice, it's not going to be just a passionate, thing out of anger. It's coming from your authentic self. Right there. Coming from your authentic self to release what no longer serves you and walk away. Because faith is here to tell you your intentions and your achieving your goal, having faith in knowing that your authentic self is ready. You have faith in your dreams, you have faith in yourself, you have faith in the situation. These are general energies. Again, these are moon energies that you might be working with in this full moon. So it's specific to that. It isn't love or money, career reading or a personal reading. So you'll have to take it as it resonates. But this is very, very personal. It is about that grounded, making a list, knowing who you are, being authentic, recognizing the time to release and let go. Here in the full moon, starting your new cycle, feeling that emotion and allowing yourself to receive. And you're so very close to achieving your goal. Have faith in it. Don't give up. As my grandmother would say, don't give up right before your miracle comes in. It could be right around the corner. Wow, that's really beautiful. Cap, you started off the readings and you're starting them off really strong. You're definitely working my recovering self as I recover from this little cold. Okay, we're going to ask our angels and ancestors for some final messages here. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are dealing with, but it is beautiful. Eagle. See from a higher perspective. Right here. Tap into that universal energy. Get those divine downloads. Meditate. Walk outside. You know, whatever that might be for you. And, you know, look at things from the bigger picture. Okay, what happened, guys? What is this going to mean to you overall? Like, what are the changes that you need to make now and release? Because you are at the start of the year. So what you release now is going to help you manifest what you want for the rest of the year. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect, right? So we're in that time of reflection still, because you know, you, in your beautiful, you know, Capricorn way, you're going to persevere. You're going to make sure that you use discipline in this. It isn't necessarily going to be an extremely emotional, but it's good for you to be your authentic self and make sure that when you persevere, you're looking at all things as you're holding your vision. Is this the best thing for me? Is this the best thing for my family, maybe, or my friends, or whatever it might be, that situation, or my person? My people I work with, whatever that might be, whatever new cycle this is for you. I have no doubt with the scribe that you are taking the time to write. You're seeking the advice that you need. But ultimately, you have faith in your own decision because you're tapped into what it is that you know authentically is right for you. Because these dropped all over the floor, I'm going to give them another shuffle. Any other messages, angels and ancestors, for our beautiful Capricorns? Full moon in Cancer. Thank you. Shaman. Trust in higher forces. Follow the voice of your soul. My goodness, there cannot be any more cards telling you to have faith. They're just repeating things over and over again. You know, and if you identify as a starseed, you might want to check out that general reading for the new year. Trust in higher forces. You know, you're being divinely guided. I keep going back to the 6 of air, communication. Air signs, sword signs generally mean communication, and this rainbow, these chakras aligned, coming into alignment with spirit and your authentic self here. That you're really tapped in. Trust in that. Have faith in that. You're so close to achieving it. Your intentions that you set. Everyone is here to tell you that you're on the right path. You're on the right path. That's gorgeous. Wow. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you for being patient through my tickle in my throat. I hope you are well, and I send you love and blessings always. Talk to you soon.